Bro, that's some big D energy, bro.
We are.
Denver, bro, let's go.
You know.
What do
That's
I
not what you
know?
mean.
What do I know?
So,
What do I know?
hi, I'm Peter.
And I'm Kemia.
Welcome to the This and That Chat. I thought you were going to jump in.
No.
You're dancing. Jumpity, jumpity, jumpity.
Big D.
What?
Big D. Show them your hat.
Dios mío. Your energy.
Bro.
That's right, baby. We are number one right now.
Bro, that's some big D energy, bro.
We are.
Denver, bro, let's go.
You know.
What do
That's
I
not
know?
what you mean.
What do I know?
So,
What do I know?
yes.
I'm just wearing a lowly Ravens shirt.
Who are not doing so well.
But you know what? Let's discuss. Let us discuss. You and I have been talking about how some teams have a really rough schedule. And even the commentators were saying nobody has a schedule like the Ravens have had a schedule.
Please.
Okay?
Please.
Everyone else in the division has
No.
gotten off easy.
No.
That's what they said.
No, bro.
These are the pros.
No.
Okay? So if we're not doing
Stop.
so good,
Stop.
we had injuries.
Stop.
We had injuries.
Stop. Your schedule has nothing to do with it.
Just yesterday,
The
you
Ravens
said the
are-
Broncos had a very... No, you said the Patriots had a very easy schedule.
They do.
And that's
But
why they
the-
were doing so good.
Hold on.
Which
The
I'm really
Ravens-
surprised to
The
hear.
Ravens have had a down the line 50-50. Bro, what are you doing with the
I
screen?
don't know. It told me to hit something.
I know. All of that is being seen in your of course it is.
How?
Cuz it's changing light.
Oh,
Stop playing video games
I'm not
in the middle of the.
Can it say
You're
like
playing video games.
stop it.
I use my phone
Wow.
in the middle of the chat because it's necessary
I was
for
downloading
information.
something.
And here you are. What is that?
I don't know. I put it on pause.
Oh, okay.
It started by itself. It just said hit
What game are you
this.
downloading?
Fable.
Oh,
You know what game I was downloading.
I didn't know if it was something else because it was whatever. Anyways, we are all over the place. This is going to be our
Chiquita
last episode for the year. For the year. No? Is there one more?
Wait. I love
Okay,
how you were
let's-
telling me this while we were live.
Okay, stop.
Oh,
Where-
boy.
No. Okay, hold on. I thought that's what you were doing.
What do you mean?
Okay, obviously we have no idea what we're doing. We're just on here to have a conversation. And we're not going to say whether or not we're going to have an episode because...
No.
No,
Yes.
no.
No. I have a whole ensemble I'm wearing for the last episode.
Okay, so we have...
I'm going to be a Christmas tree.
Tune back to see Kemia
Okay.
as a Christmas tree.
And I did not dress appropriately for this episode.
Okay, so
This is what I call...
I am trying not to say whether or not we're going to have any more episodes because I got called out. Because
Hold on.
on our
Are
last
we or not?
episode...
Because then we
yes,
need to pause and I need to come back as a Christmas tree.
that actually would be hilarious. But no, we're not going to... I'll let you... You can dress up next week.
Okay.
Okay. This is just going to be a little quick, little fun one for us to... Big D energy.
Go Denver! Okay.
Well, you know how our morning went.
With the Broncos? There was a lot. What is wrong with you? The energy is
man.
amazing, by the way.
It is fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
Wait, we
Can
need
we
to
talk-
establish right now. Yes,
Yes, there's another episode. You can trust my tree next
Okay.
week. Okay. So we can't talk about what we did?
We can talk about everything we did.
Oh,
the
okay.
next week's episode we'll talk about that at the end.
Okay. All right. So this I had said that we were going to have another episode after Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving episode, but we just didn't get to it because we were traveling.
And the computer gave us
And
trouble.
the computer gave us trouble again because we...
Because for some reason, you're holding on to dear life.
Bro, it's
That
still...
poor
I
computer.
I fixed the issues. It's a lot of money. And we have an obsession with other stuff that is taking our money.
That's the key. That's the key. The money is in your mind better spent elsewhere.
Well, if you look at Ketmia's... Oh, no, you didn't post it. You only did a story, right? With the...
No, I did a reel.
So it's still on there?
Yeah, it's still on there.
Okay. So if you look at Ketmia's Instagram,
yeah,
her latest reel,
yeah,
you'll see what we're talking about.
It started with a squirrel.
Bro,
Which died.
You killed the squirrel. Poor squirrel.
Well, it started with a squirrel.
It started with the squirrel.
And it ended with a room.
And it ended with the room.
How did that happen?
It's an unhealthy obsession.
Okay, so just so you can see, this is just as big as my hand. It's tiny. It's little. And this is where I think anyone who starts building Legos should start with a teeny tiny set so that you can discover within yourself, are you chaotic or are you organized?
Here, hold on.
Okay. It's really cute because it's got a little egg in the back.
Here's
and you've got a little friend.
There's
a little friend that sits right here.
Here's my first.
Wrong.
Wee. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I told you I had one.
Bro.
Look. With a little face hugger.
Okay. But,
okay, hold on. We're all over the place.
Well, I was just saying, you start off with a little one.
Ring it in.
You start off with a little one so that you can see if you're chaotic. Is this all right? It feels far away from me. If you're chaotic or if you're organized. Because with that set, I separated everything. That set took me, was it 2 days to build? I didn't even finish it on the first go.
Nope.
Okay. Because it was just like everything was just spaced out. And then I got what I call my very first real set.
What was your first set?
Jaws.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. So you go from this to Jaws.
Which is like 2 feet long.
Okay.
Meticulously built.
I mean, a boat, a shark, water, the whole 9 yards.
Amazing.
And that was... okay, good thing that I'm not chaotic. That's all I got. Yeah. Because
well, so our obsession has turned into
a hobby.
Or
did the hobby turn into obsession?
I think we skipped the hobby and just went straight to obsession. So here's what we found out. Okay, and little by little, I have realized. I'll talk about me, and you can jump in. I have realized that my mind really gets a calming benefit sitting and building Legos. So that's why it's become what it's become. So
it's a mental break.
Yes. So we have had this like thing where we can just sit there and
Well, why? Hold on. Can we go back a little bit? You've been very hesitant to talk about our Lego stuff.
I haven't.
I've brought it up a couple times.
We really have had a mess in there.
Well, no, but I'm saying I've brought it up a couple times in the chat, and you're like, shh, 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 shh.
Because
and then we never really.
I wasn't ready to accept the insanity, and now I'm embracing it.
Well, now it's out there for the world to see.
Yeah.
Also.
So, what are you eating?
Halls. It's a lozenge. You need it after cheering so much.
Big D energy.
Bro, go Denver.
So we
focus.
Yes. So we had originally closed off our garage with the intention of making it a room for like everything movies. Okay. And somewhere back in one of the episodes we talked about it, and we loved the room. It was a great room, but we felt that we were more comfortable sitting out in the living room. We watched movies there. We were on our couch. It was just different. So the room wasn't being utilized the way we thought it was going to be used. So we're like, let's just make it a hobby room where we can just put stuff in here, like little knickknacks that we collect. And we've shown some of that stuff that's in the background. We have pops and we have like nostalgic toys and like little things that remind us.
We thought about getting a pinball machine, maybe a pool table.
Yeah, we thought about different things. And then, what was it that... That's Twilight Zone, so that doesn't help.
That's exactly what we went into.
We went into the Twilight Zone, but what was it that I built?
Let's see. You built the Breaking Bad thing. Was that the first thing that you built?
Mm-mm. No, it was in there. I know that I had some of the Star Wars stuff that I built. The R2-D2.
That came after. You did the Breaking Bad thing first, I want to say.
I don't want to say that's the first one.
Maybe not the first one.
Oh,
the
my
sign?
goodness, bro.
Your Star Wars sign?
No. It's your fault.
Oh, dear God.
Your fault. I am just going back.
Okay.
For my birthday.
For your birthday.
You surprised me with Mario riding Yoshi.
Oh, yeah.
So you bought me...
You were right.
The Mario riding Yoshi, which has a little handle that you crank and he like bounces and, he's like and his tongue goes out.
In 8-bit?
Like in the 8-bit, like the old style.
Mm-hmm.
And I already took it to the room. And oh my goodness. It sat for a while.
Well, it's a really big build.
Yes, but I'm saying...
And you were shocked.
It sat for a while.
You were like, you got me that?
Yeah, it was a big build. And this was after you had bought me the...
and it was only because it was your birthday and it was very relevant to you.
Yes, but you had bought me Eleanor, not Fast and Furious, the Gone in 60 Seconds replica,
mm-hmm.
right? Which is a huge build. That thing it's a big build. The one that's sitting up here, it's behind the pops because I didn't have a way to display it.
Why haven't you taken it over there?
Because I forgot. Bro, that doesn't work. It's
Why?
all coming through.
What's coming through?
That you're sucking on a lozenge. Jeez. For the love of God.
Have you seen these videos?
It was a good morning.
Hold on. No, wait. Denver.
Hold on. Go Denver. Okay. So.
If you didn't know what the episode's going to be called.
Go Denver.
Hey, I just want to say, have you seen the videos on Instagram where women like put compilations of things the announcers are saying, and it's all like it has like an undertone to it where they're like, oh, he's going really, really hard, deep and hard. Well, I'm just saying you can look these videos up and it's just like, what's happening here?
Okay, so I had this set sitting there, and I was like, I always liked the Legos and stuff. Like I built some with Mike, and Mike kind of got into a little bit, and there was like there wasn't
Mike was
this
into it.
Yeah, but they were so expensive,
and we were so poor.
So you buy me this out of the blue. You completely surprised me. It was the last thing I was expecting at all.
Bro, 25 years in the making.
And and I was like, wow, holy cow, look at this. And then we got rained out and I got stuck at home. And I told you, I was like, I think I'm going to pull out the Mario and start building it and see how far I can get. I built the entire thing. It was like 1,600 piece. I think it was something.
No, it's more.
Is it more than that?
Because even Mike told you were on the phone with Mike, weren't you?
Yeah, to do it in one day was wild.
He's like, oh, it would probably take you. Sorry about the lozenge. I'm just saying sorry. I keep.
All right, I'll let it go.
See, the thing is
Cheers.
like I have a little bit of a sore throat since yesterday. Didn't I tell you since yesterday I was having a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of a sore throat? So I'm
Two,
just
two.
trying to keep my throat cared for so that it
Um,
doesn't develop into anything
1,200
else.
pieces. 1,200. Yeah,
Oh,
12. Yeah,
really?
1,215 pieces. And so I jump in and I'm like building this thing. It's the first one that I like, the big set like that I'm building, and I knock it out fast. Like I'm just like putting them together. My day went like gone building this thing.
I was shocked.
And when you came home, you were like, you built the whole thing. And I showed Mike, and he's like, the whole thing, you know. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just had such a wonderful day building this thing. And then when I went to the store, we walked down the Lego aisle, and I was like, oh, cool. Look at this, and look at this, and look at this. And all of a sudden, one purchase here, one purchase there, one purchase over there. And then we're like, we need to be able to display this stuff. So
So I feel like there's something missing in between that I'm just
there,
going,
yeah, I kind
hold
of,
on, because I then was so shocked. I thought you were gonna like it. I didn't think you were going to love it, right? I thought you were gonna like it just because you're creating your space. I thought it'll be great for your space. It's something that's very iconic to you. You grew up with it. You talk about it all the time, whatever, right? But then I went and got the rare
oh, yes.
that was supposed to be
Supposed to be a Christmas
for
present.
Christmas. I don't know if there was anything purchased in between that time.
Oh my goodness, yes. That's how I found out about it.
That's right.
I bought
That's when
R2D2 and
that's
C3PO.
right. Yes.
So
Those
I
are
bought
not the
both of them.
droids
Those
we
are
were
not the
looking.
droids. So I was expecting for the delivery to come in.
Right, because now
Right.
you got bit.
Yes, and then you said to me, "Oh, it's supposed to be delivered today." And I was like, oh, "Okay, I'm going to open up the box for them to take them out of the box." And you're like, yeah, go ahead. And when I open up the box, it's actually the NES Lego set that you bought me.
With the tube
That was,
TV.
yeah, which is like super, like it's something that's been retired. It's, you know, you had to buy it from some guy on eBay. Like it was one of those things.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was like, I can't believe you bought this. And then, anyways,
Well, my Christmas was ruined.
yeah.
I think we talked about this.
I think we did. Anyways, so we went back and forth, you know, with that, and then we're like, oh, we need some building tables so it's easier for us to build.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think as we were serious about, well, where are we going to build? Because up until that point, what you were doing, I mean, you had used the table, which
Mm-hmm.
our table is a farmhouse style table. So it's more like a picnic table
Right.
style, right? So you've got grooves, things can get lost underneath. It's not really
Right, it
ideal
doesn't
for
work for
building
that.
Legos.
Right.
And then other than that, we don't really have empty space. So you've been using a little like
Like a tray on
table,
top of a little table,
a little
and,
table
building
like for in
bits
front of
and
the
pieces.
TV. Right.
Yeah.
You know.
So, and then so then you jumped
So
in.
we decided to be
Yeah. So you
pros.
jumped in on it, and you started building. Right. You build definitely at a different pace than I do, but we all of a sudden are finding that we're sitting across from each other on tables with book holders that have lights on them and like comfy chair, and like we can throw up like yesterday when we were building, we put Friends on the screen, and because we already know the episodes, we can hear them, and we were laughing and we were having conversation. The phones don't get touched. We're so present in what we're doing in that time.
and it's so good for your brain.
Oh my goodness, it's
I
such
was
a
just
disconnect.
reading an article yesterday that was talking about already the alarming signs of what young kids right now are going to be facing within the future. They're talking about cognitive function decreasing to a place that is alarming, that this is where we're headed into, where the brain's being trained to be satisfied with 6-second videos, you know?
Right.
So there isn't any patience to sit down and read a book or
Yeah,
to
everything is
build or to
you're
be
wanting everything
creative,
fast.
you know?
And what I like about this, so this morning you said something to me. So you said that because I told you I was like, because that time has become sacred for me, because I to me my mind is running all the time. I have so much on my mind that it's hard for me to stop. And I have somewhat been trained to use those 6-second videos to decompress. So like I'll end my day scrolling a little bit, or I'll find a spot and I'll just sit on the couch and just scroll a little bit, just a mindless scroll, because it stops me from having to deal with the stressful work, the end of the year stuff, all the stuff that's going on, what needs to happen, what do we need to do, what is happening, like all that kind of stuff is all compounded. But this allows me to go in and really just do a shutdown. And I love it because I get to have those conversations with you the same way that the chat has become sacred for us in conversation between us. So like, I want to be honest. Do they care about our Lego hobby?
Oh, no.
Right? Do do our listeners care about our Lego hobby, or about where we went on vacation, or like where we're going next, or what's coming up, or how we're celebrating, or how we used to celebrate, or what's the stuff that's been going on? Do they technically, like, somebody who isn't invested in wanting to get to know us, they're not going to care, right? But that's okay, because at the end of the day, we're not doing this for the views, right? We're doing this because we have found that for us, it's really, really important. And then at the same time, we're telling funny stories. We're talking about the stuff that we enjoy, and we've collected along the way a following
And
of people
right.
who have invested in us, which is really cool.
Well, and I'm just going to say
That's the byproduct.
The byproduct.
Of what the.
But I also feel like it gives the kids context. You know? Like, I think it could be surprising, like, oh my gosh, my parents are into Legos, right? But then that's all they know. Then you hear the podcast, right? And then it gives them context of everything. Like, how does that help you decompress? What does
Right.
that mean to us? It's more, which is, again, the reason that we are doing this, right? Is
Yeah.
for them, which is very cool, because we have an episode that's upcoming in which our kids have given us questions directly that they want to ask of us.
And we'll do that for the first episode of the year.
We'll leave it fluid. We'll leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's upcoming soon.
Okay.
Right? Because maybe that
Yeah,
first
that first one,
episode.
we might want to recap.
Who knows,
Our end
right?
of the year.
So so then but it'll be definitely in the next month, right? But I asked them. In fact, it wasn't because of that. Well, we'll talk more about it. We'll give the background of why we got to that, but it's gonna be really cool. But the Lego time, I definitely feel it's more looked forward to by you than it is by me. Okay? Because I can see what it does for you. I find it to be very relaxing to be able to just like focus on something. My focus, however, is not as enduring as your focus is.
Right.
I
Right,
feel
'cause
like
I can
you
get
can
into it and
hyper
just
focus
go.
and go for hours. And I can get focused, but then after that, it's like, I don't know, my gas tank runs out. And
Well,
I'm,
Funny story.
ready to move on to something else.
Funny story.
That's why my pace is different. I'm just putting it out
Yeah.
there.
No, but I'm saying I've learned to make the adjustments on the building. So the section the Legos are built in sections, so they have like bags that you go to build. And so what I try to do is get to the end of a bag so that I have my table clear. Right? I've completed the assignment. Right? So I'm building currently the McAllister home from Home Alone. Right? I figured for Christmas it would be fun. I'll do the McAllister home, and you're doing the Bailey house
From It's a Wonderful
Life. So we're both building a house from Christmas movies, to kind of celebrate this time. My build is a big build. Your build is smaller than mine, but the pacing on the two kind of stays even. So like right now we have the base of the house.
I just got a wall up.
Yeah.
And I felt so accomplished when that first wall went up, and I was like, oh my God.
But I'm saying,
we got windows, people.
I feel like we have our two buildings are equally built at the moment.
Well, and
right?
also,
so
these are not Lego brand.
Right. This is some of the other stuff that we've purchased.
You are like sister brand, we'll call it. I am off-brand.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but they're still good. They're still
my
good
bags
builds.
are not labeled correctly.
Well, hold on. This is where I'm going. Right.
Okay.
So yesterday we go through and I opened up. So I'm on bag 7 of 25 for this build. Okay. And I open up bag 7 and it's got one big bag with pieces and then it's got 2 little bags with all the little smaller stuff. So I separate everything and I have it ready to go. And I'm building and all of a sudden I turn the page and it says open bag 8. And I'm like, no, wait. No. I look down at my table and I have windows and blocks for the wall and I've got like I can see what I'm building. I know that is the wall that goes on this side of what I'm building. And it's sitting on the table, but it's not the next step. And I'm like, I told you when I get to the end of the bag, I'm going to, we'll stop and then, we'll go do something else for a little bit. And I'm looking at this pile of stuff and I'm like, I need to find it in the thing. And I go looking to see where it's at. It's 2 bags down. So it's bag 10 that uses those pieces that are on the table.
And just to put it out there. Well, we'll merge into this, okay? Mm-hmm. Lego needs to be given its due praise, okay?
Absolutely.
In the fact that they have made it ridiculously organized for you. Whether you're chaotic or organized, mm-hmm. you decide they're putting it out there so organized that the book, first of all, can be accessed as a digital book. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to actually have the stands and all that stuff that we have, right? So you can put it on your iPad, your tablet, whatever. And then everything is correctly labeled, right? It says bag 1. You will use every piece except your extra little pieces. And then bag 2 will begin. There's no
flip-flop.
Okay. They even have little bags separated for the little teeny tiny pieces so that mm-hmm. you want to spread them out good. You want to separate them good.
Yep.
Bro, in my build, there is 7 bags that are 1. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. My question is, doesn't it make sense that you would start with bag 1, 1?
No, because it's in these brands.
There's
things.
Just no reason then why you have to separate them by that number. Like, it doesn't make sense why you went through all the trouble. Because it's not that you're going to use bag 1, 1 and bag 1, 3. No. It's like
It's
you're going
one
to use
piece
a
from
piece.
from one here and one there.
Okay, so you know what? At the end of the day, I ended up having to separate everything by color because it was just easier to see the little colors that you need and then just dig into that color and find the piece you're
Yep.
looking for than to have the bags. Oh, one from here, one from. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Now you may ask.
I don't know
So
that it's
why?
worth the extra $200 that you
Yes,
pay
it is. That's what
for
I'm.
the organization.
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's just
It's
you have to go
not
in.
worth that much.
Hold on. You
An
got to
extra $50? Okay. 200. Bro, we're getting these
Oh,
sets.
no. Hold on.
Where?
I was thinking backwards. I thought you were saying that you're not sure if it was worth saving the $200.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'll use the example of the McAllister house. Okay, the McAllister house is an expensive set. It is a almost 3,000 piece set. The set that I'm building currently is the exact same set. There's nothing different than what you get with the Lego set. Everything is exactly the same except the little pieces do not have the stamp that say Lego. That's it. Because the company that we're buying some of these sets from are from
I guess they use like a 3D printer, huh?
I don't know that it's a 3D printer. I think that what they're doing is they've uploaded all the pieces from the from the Lego books or whatever, from the sets that they purchase, and then they bag them accordingly as they try the best that they can. That's why some of this stuff. That's why I think that what happened with this one, that I got the end of 7 got mixed with part of 10, because 10 has a bag, but it's one little bag.
Oh.
So then the big bag is mixed together with this one. So that's
Interesting.
kind of what happened.
Oh, shit.
But
Okay, see, this
But-
is me sitting on my legs.
I know. But the price difference is literally,
Half.
it was like 200 and something dollar
Well,
difference.
right. So it's half. It's
Yeah.
half of what you'll pay. Most of the time, it's half of what you'll
Mm-hmm.
pay. And to me, it's like, okay, I'm willing to pay the lesser, knowing that that's what's because it's not terrible. Like,
Yeah, it's not-
Your
it's not
I already
horrible.
built. No, I haven't built one. I haven't built one yet from them.
I built
But this one is not from them. This one is like off brand
Ghostbusters was my first one.
that you built
I
from
just,
them.
my first one that I built from them. I got, so here's a great example. So if you're a Ghostbusters fan, Ecto 1 is the vehicle that they use, okay? To go and fight the ghosts, right? And it technically is an old hearse, is what it is, that they've turned into a like cool machine that has like chairs that come out of it, that has like all this kind of stuff, right? So years ago, in the mid 2000s, Lego came out with Ecto 1 set. It has been retired for over 8 years. And if you go to buy one right now that is actually Lego brand, that set cost like $1,200 for Ecto 1.
Wow.
I bought it from this other company for $139. And it comes with all the stickers, it comes with everything exactly the same. And it is undeniably perfection to what Lego does. And I only paid $139 for it. Do I care that it doesn't say Lego? No. There are builders out there that do. But there are also builders out there who buy Legos and leave them in their box and put them on the shelf. I can't wait to open up the boxes to build them.
Well, think about
The
this.
whole point is to display them and to enjoy them.
Well, think about this. Whoever I bought the tube TV and the NES, that's what it's called, was one of those people who bought it and put it on the shelf
Yeah.
because it's unopened, brand new.
Yeah.
And
I'm-
it was their
that's-
time to cash in.
It was their time to cash in. And that's perfectly okay. perfectly okay. Anyways,
So if anybody's crazy wondering about what is this special secret shop that you guys get your stuff from, give them a shout
it's
out.
called Shop Molten.
Molton.
Yes. Yeah. So
And the best part, now we got to tell this story in case they are listening, right? The best part is that if they don't have a set that you want, you can write them
yeah.
and request the set. And for me, it's been within the week that I
Yeah.
send a request. They will respond and say, we'll
it doesn't
get back
matter
to you.
if they're retired, if they're new, if it doesn't matter.
We'll get back to you. And then they get back and they're like, here you go. Here's the link. And there it is. And they say it's a limited quantity because
it's not something that they're gonna have a lot of.
right,
So,
right.
but
But
yeah, we
I
have it.
decided to surprise you for Christmas
Oh yeah.
with a Yoda and a Chewie
Yeah. So
All right.
both of which are
retired.
retired. So
As I'm looking for Yoda, I find Yoda somewhere else, and then I can't find Chewie anywhere else.
Well, Yoda I looked for, and the only thing that I
and
could
you had
find,
mentioned that.
I was only finding them already built, right? Which is not what I want. I don't want to buy somebody else's. They had the fun building it. I don't want it just to display it.
Right.
I want to build it. And I only found them built, and we actually found it at a brick shop, built, and it was like $225 for this little Yoda that's already been built for me to put on the shelf. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want to build it myself. And I told you that. And I was like, I'm going to keep looking. You're like, oh, ask these people. And I was like, yeah, I'll ask them later on or whatever. But you went through a little bit more digging
Well,
than
I was
did.
like, yes. Okay, because I'm like listening for my cues, just like.
Just like my new
Go Denver!
Bonix jersey.
I love
and
how I
my-
dropped that. I dropped that one day as we're watching them play. I was like, who's your favorite Bronco player? Because you had already mentioned. I love their vintage jerseys.
Okay,
I just
can
love
Can I throw something, a curveball at you?
Okay.
Okay.
I love how you're telling me all these secrets.
I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? So your question was, who is your current favorite player,
Yeah. Okay.
right? And at another time, you asked me about the vintage jersey.
Well, you had mentioned it.
Yes. So if the question would have been asked properly, I would have said John Elway.
I know about
with
Elway.
the vintage jersey.
I know about Elway.
So this would have been a number 7, and it would have said Elway on the back. So, but I'm not hating the Bo Nix on the vintage jersey. What I'm saying is that it would have been,
I knew about John Elway. I knew about it, but I was thinking right now, relevancy wise, right? It'd be nice for you to wear someone who's currently playing on the team.
Yes, but you don't
Because you have a Manning jersey.
You don't wear vintage Denver.
Bro, I'm just going to do a little side swipe there. We both know about this podcaster, YouTuber who is in the middle of finishing up a new 100-year-old house.
Oh, yes.
Is it possible to put vintage on something new?
Yes. Yes,
Case
but
closed.
what I'm saying is,
Case closed.
I get you. I'm not arguing with you. Like I said, I'm okay with it being Knicks on the vintage jersey, right? But like, if it would have been Elway on a vintage jersey with the vintage D for Denver, like, you're talking about that's a full package. So, anyways, go ahead.
My point being that we'll get to why you're wearing your Christmas present already, okay? But I go on this, I think about the shop, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how is it? I tried to ask you questions about how is it that you get in contact with them, because on their website, it says, oh, if you can't find what you need, reach out to us. But
Well,
I couldn't.
I'm a valued customer, so I have a direct WhatsApp chat with one of
With
their
them.
guys.
Okay, so I knew
Not
that.
with the company,
I knew that.
with one of the guys
I
that
knew
works
that.
in the marketing side of it. So
So I just didn't know how to get a hold of them, so I just reached out to them through Instagram. And in our conversation, you had said something about like, oh, if I do find it, I have to order it through my account because of points or whatever. And I was like, too bad. That's just the way it's going to have to go, right? So I go through everything. They get back to me. They're like, here you go. Here's the Chewy. And I'm like, perfect, right? I buy it. I'm so excited. And then, fast forward a couple weeks later,
your
you
fault.
and I are on the phone talking.
Not a couple weeks later.
Couple weeks later, you
Days
and I.
later.
No, not days later.
Bro. Days
Not
later.
Days later.
Yes. I can show you. I have receipts.
Bro, hold on. I'm getting to my story.
I know, but I have receipts.
Okay, we'll see the receipts in a moment. Okay, but we're on the phone talking. I'm going into work, so we're talking about other things, and then all of a sudden, the tone in your voice dropped to like, oh my god. It was like it gripped me. It gripped me. Something you saw at that moment was like it almost like took your breath away. I'm thinking you're on your phone scrolling, you saw some bad news. I actually thought it was something with your parents. Maybe you just gotten a text. I don't know where my mind was like, oh my God, that's how serious it sounded. And you were like, oh babe, you've been outed or something like that, right? And immediately I'm thinking, oh my God, it has to be something with my gift, right? It has to be something with my gift. And I'm trying to work in my mind, what could it be? There was no email that would have been attached to you. You wouldn't have seen a charge for it. Like, I'm trying to understand. I know it's about my gift, but I don't know how, And I'm like, tell me what it is right now. I know you're ruining the Christmas gift. And you're like, no, but your backpedaling is so weak, right? And you're like, I was just teasing you. I was just throwing it out there. I thought it would be funny,
Okay,
and it
hold
wasn't
on.
funny.
It caught me. Okay, can I now say?
Hold on, and I knew you were lying, and I was like, "You're lying to me,"
Bro,
and
hold
you're
on.
like, "No." See, look, you want me to do it again? Oh no, babe. Bro, it was so bad.
Hold on.
The acting was so bad.
Hold on. Here's the problem, okay? So, you had mentioned something, and I don't want to ruin a Christmas present. So, you had mentioned for me to look for something. So, I went on the website.
There are no more Christmas presents. What do you mean?
For someone else.
Okay.
So, they're on their website. When you purchase something from them, they have a little banner that pops up at the bottom and says, so and so purchased such and such.
That's where I was getting to.
Whatever. So you said check with them to see if they have XYZ. So I go on there, and the first thing that pops up on the banner is Ketmia purchased Chewbacca 1 day ago. So as I am doing what
Maybe that's when they shipped it?
No, it was you had just purchased it. That's how they do it.
You have receipts, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we will compare afterwards
Okay.
because I know that there's something wrong.
No, there's
I
not.
thought it had been shipped.
No, it hasn't been shipped. That takes forever because it comes from overseas. So I see this purchase one, and listen.
My name can't be Mary, you know?
No, it was Ketmia purchased Chewbacca. We had just been talking about Chewbacca and
there
Yoda,
are no other Kemians out there that are going to go and purchase a Chewbacca.
Purchased a Chewbacca exactly 1 day after we talked about it. Okay? So at this point, I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like, you got outed.
And you said all your inner thoughts out
It
loud.
came out loud because the last thing I expected was to see that. So there it was. It's you got outed. They outed you. So I wrote them an email and I let them know.
You did?
Oh yeah,
Did they respond?
yeah.
What did they
They
say?
said we are so sorry that.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, I go, funny story. Your little banner ruined a Christmas present. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I went back in to see something and my wife's name pops up with her buying a Chewbacca for me. And he's like, I'm so sorry that it ruined a Christmas present. But we know you're going to have a lot of fun building it.
Oh my God.
What are you going to do?
And so.
What are the chances, honestly? What are the chances?
No. What store does that, bro? You imagine you logged into Amazon and then there was a little ticker that said, oh, Peter just bought XYZ.
If I
Everybody's
went on
secrets
Amazon,
would be out there.
If I went on Amazon and it said, "Get me a bot, such and such and such," I don't know that I would necessarily think it was you because Amazon has a bazillion people buying from them, and there are other Ketmias in the world. Your mom, your cousin. Ketmia is not a name that is not shared somewhere else.
By 3 people.
It could be one of them that purchased.
Bro.
Anyways. But for it to be so specific off of a website that I found that I'm sharing with you and we just had a conversation about it, you got outed. It was dirty.
It was dirty.
Anyways.
It was dirty. And somehow we're going to skip all of the details of it because I think that the whole point that we have already opened each other's Christmas gifts is because there was a deep, deep desire on your part to...
My part?
Oh, don't even.
Bro, you
Okay.
too.
No, I can't tell you how many times I told you, wait for Christmas. And your excitement was so overwhelming.
Bro, your wait for
Okay?
Christmas sounded like this. No.
No, that's fine. We're not going to argue about it because
Don't
what
do
I
it.
understood from your desperate need to please let me give you my present was that you wanted to share something with me, just with me. And when I pulled back I really wanted to be on Christmas Day because I like it being on Christmas Day, you know? And I thought, what's more important? That we save it and do it on the day, or that he gets to have this moment where he's just so excited about it and we can just have this moment together, right? And that's why it was like, okay, we'll just both give each other everything. That way it wasn't like just you. No, we'll both do it together. And I think it was very sweet how we shared that moment. And that's it. It was our own private little thing that we had.
It was super nice. And
it was super nice.
And yes, my desire to give you what came in that day was more than I could have handled. I don't know. I think I would have been.
Now imagine this.
Mad at you the whole next 2 weeks.
Imagine that I had already known that you were gifting me that prior to it.
But I didn't know the other stuff.
And
bro, you got
then
me.
I opened it accidentally by myself, thinking it was a different package.
Are you talking about the Nintendo?
And all of the excitement I had in me, that you had in you, all the excitement you had in you, killed.
Yes.
Without you even having. Because, bro, I'm just going to go back to that moment when you opened up that box and you were like, babe, what is this? And I'm like, Droids, bro. Like, what do you want from me?
And
What are you
it was so
asking
perfect
me?
because I threw out the line. I was like, these are not the droids we're looking for. It was so perfect. It was so,
When are you
so
ever going to
perfect.
use that line, right?
Oh my goodness.
But anyway.
But you did get me good though, because the things that you got me, you were listening. It was perfect.
Well,
And the thing I got you,
I feel like they were pencils.
no, bro. Our gifts this year, they rocked.
They rocked, right?
They rocked. They rocked. Anyways,
one thing that I've learned as the year is coming to a close is that people should not really expect much from us. I don't think.
why?
Because it's not the first time that we've said, on next week's episode, we're going to blah, blah, blah. Or you're
Oh.
going to get an episode on this day, And then it's kind of like you'll see us when you see us.
Only.
We're here when we're here,
Listen, we did 3 episodes in November, and then we traveled, and we're gonna do 2 episodes in December.
I don't think we did 3 episodes in November.
No.
No, I think we did 2. We did 2. I don't know why the holidays gets to be like this, but
Hold on.
we got in our little Chiquita banana right now.
Hold on. Let's see, because now I'm curious. So we did 3 episodes in November.
Wow, surprising. All right. Uh-oh. That's kind of what your face looked like when you were like, you've been outed.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
Well,
I thought next week was going to be our 100th episode, but it's not.
hey, and you know what? The 100th episode will come and it will go. And we will have, and it's going to be called IOU. I'm putting it out there. The 100th episode already has a name, okay? So.
Anyways, let's go
It was a great episode.
Yes, let's go watch some football.
That energy continues.
Let's go wrap some gifts.
Yeah, we're wrapping presents today.
Let's go do
some Sunday things.
some Sunday stuff.
Until next time.
Until next time. Like, share, subscribe, tell your peoples.
There is going
There
to
is
be
an episode next week.
Yes. And next week will be a very sweet episode.
Yes, and you'll be dressed
case
like a tree.
Anybody gets to this point of the episode, I'm going to throw it out there that next week it's going to be a very Christmas traditions, memories sort of thing. So if there's any questions that you have that you would like to send in, you know how to get a hold of us.
Put it in before Sunday.
Send them in before Sunday. And if there's anything, we'll address it. If not, it's just going to be a very sweet and
or you can
full
always
of
ask in the
Yuletide
comments.
stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. See you guys next week. Goodbye now.
Bye.